Yesterday I couldn't come around. Yes, we went dancing and we're still going. So I want to quickly do this before I join the crew to go dancing again today. Yeah, we do that once in a while. And hello, welcome for joining me. And this afternoon, if you can see headline, this afternoon I will briefly be explaining to you. I will briefly be discussing about sack farming. You know why? Sack farming. Now, I've seen a lot of people have interest in sack farming, and because of my class that is coming in the next the February, my class for 30 days class will be coming in February, and because of that, I've seen a lot of people that are showing interest in sack farming. Like that class, if you want tomato, if you want sack farming, if you want any other crops you want, I'm creating the classes for them so that you can join any of the classes you want. But there's something most people don't have this. Most people don't believe that they need to learn farming. You see, you know why I generally believe one of the reasons we usually have farmers not making returns from their investments is because we have too much farmers. We have plenty farmers. How do we get to have plenty farmers? Because everybody just go into the farm. As long as you have money and you can source land, you go into the farm. And you know, everybody just starts farming, go into the farm and everything like that. So that's why we have much farmers. It's one of the lowest it's one of the profession that have the lowest entry form. Now, why am I talking about sack farming? Because generally people just believe, let me take soil, I'll just get the soil, put this. Not only sack farming, for every types of farming, people go to the farm for tomatoes when they've not even learned anything about tomato planting. People go to the farm for pepper without knowing anything about it. See, I've been in the farm for 10 years. This year will make my 10 years in Agua Modu, and I will dare not plant yam unless one of the rural farmers is holding my hand one by one. Plus, I will have the knowledge to what I've read, what I've understand with nutrients and everything before I could plant yam. But a lot of people outside in the city, they will just come and say they want to plant 10,000 acres, they want to plant 10,000 heaps of yam. And I keep wondering, have you done this before? No. So the same thing, I think I wrote something yesterday. I said, don't ever attempt 5 acre, 2 acre. Don't even attempt 1 acre of any vegetables if you've never planted a plot before. But I know most people don't listen because they need consultants and everything. So this afternoon, I'm talking briefly about sack farming. Just want to let you know, because I'm going to be telling what you need to understand, what you need to know before you dwell into it, and so that you can prepare yourself to join the class when the class starts, so that you can ask questions. Now, let me tell you something about sack farming. Sack farming is the where you plant inside bags. Sack is bag, akpu, bag, sacks, or container. You can even plant in empty container, empty buckets, all these plastic container. You cut the head off and everything. So that is what it's called, sack farming or container farming. Things you can do around your house. Things you can do. Okay, you don't have land, you don't have soil, you don't want to go to the farm or your window. Maybe you have a garden. Instead of, you see, in olden days, our fathers, what they do is, they plant and live on where they are planting, as in they plant around their houses, they plant at the back of the houses. But nowadays, you find out that we put interlocking stones and everything because we want to beautify the house, which is a very good thing. But despite beautifying the house, we need food, we need to eat, and food prices is not coming down anytime soon. It's not coming down anytime soon. So what you can do beside your house, beside your windows, you know, even you yourself, you need to breathe in. When you have plants around you, you breathe in fresh air. You know, plants, we breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Plants taking the carbon dioxide and give us the oxygen. So most times you find out if you have green plants and everything, you breathe in fresh air. Apart from, okay, you've been traveling the vehicles, Lagos, Old Jobs, Abuja, Port Harcourt, or wherever you are, and you have been doing all this. But the plants, they're breathing for you. They are giving you nice oxygen. And you know, so it's good to have sack farm plants around your house. Live in a very cool, then it will cool the temperature of the atmosphere for you. It will cool, especially if you have the crawling ones, the one that crawl and climbs, and the climbers, they cool for you. Now, these are things you need to know. One, your manure, your soil. See, this topic I'm talking about, for people that will be joining, people are already registering for my class. Like I said, the class will resume. I will open the apps. I will open the channel by 6th of February. But I'm already coordinating so that everybody, you can just go into the class you want to attend and see. That's the power of technology. It's like in such a way that It's called a classroom. It's a classroom. So you just go on. If I send you the link, once you make payment, and on 5th February, I send you the link for your class. If you choose, okay, I want to go to vegetable class, you click I send you the link for vegetable class, maybe tomato or pepper, because vegetables, there are some classes we are going to be having together, like the soil. Everyone is going to be in the same class for soil management, soil treatment, soil management, soil nutrients, every one of us. So when you come into the class, everybody start from soil management. You see, when we want to build house, I normally use house for that. When we want to build house, we do foundation. But when we want to plant crops, when we want to farm, we don't do foundation. So soil is our foundation. So everyone that is joining the class, we start from soil. It's after we finish the soil class. When you finish your class, you've asked questions, we've exchanged questions, then you can now go into your separate classes. Okay, my class is tomato, my class is coconut, my class is pepper, my class is yam, my class, you understand? And then my class is sack farming. People that choose sack farming is after we finish discussing wholly about the soil, then they now go into their own sack farming, and from there they can now follow all their topics that will be there for them. The same thing for everybody. Now, what I'm talking about this afternoon, soil, and basically for people that are doing sack farming, because people believe you just pack soil and put in the something and expect. I see some people, they will say they are doing yam, they are planting yam in the sack. At the end of the day, they will not get anything underneath it, and then they will start. Most time they will say, no, they don't know why, but it's because of their soil. Now, the first thing is, soil are living things. This is what I try to tell people. Your soil is a living thing. If you are joining me, I'm talking about sack farming this afternoon. You can join me on Yinka Adeshola, you can join me on Farm Villa. Both are recording. So you find out that sack farming, you need the soil. If you can plant inside. Okay, let me give you the difference. For people that are doing hydroponics, there are people that do hydroponics, they don't use the soil. They use water with some other things they've added to the water. They've added things to the water. So it's that thing they're adding to that water. That water is their soil. It's representing soil. Those things they're adding to that water, like the nutrient, the phosphorus, the potassium, and all the things they are putting together into that water that the plant is using to grow, is what you are also supposed to put in your soil, because soil is the medium for holding your plant. Their own soil, their own medium is water. I hope I'm making sense of what I'm saying. So you see, that's why most people will say, hydroponic is very expensive. Hydroponic people get result because they put the actual nutrient into the water. They use water as their medium, but inside it's not ordinary water. Imagine, just all of us can try it now. Just put water, then put seed inside water and expect it to germinate. It will definitely it will germinate, but it will not grow beyond that germination. It will sprout. How would I say? It will sprout. Because when they see wet, anywhere that is wet, seeds will sprout. At least it will develop, it will bring out as if it wants to grow. But since you are not having all the nutrient, the nitrogen, the phosphorus, the potassium in the right, you are not even having it. So it's not going beyond that stage. It's like you just soak them in water. So that's why now, for hydroponics, people are spending money to get those nutrients into their soil. But you want to do sack farming. Me, I want to plant tomato. 1,000 of people want to do all these things. But we are not getting the nutrients into our own soil. So your soil is the foundation. That's number one. You need to work on the soil before you can plant anything at all. Anything you are planting, the soil is very important. It's the foundation for it. And inside that soil now, you now have different crops. Let's say I want to plant tomato. There are crops that grow fruits. Tomato grow fruits. Pepper. When I mean fruits, is that they grow fruits outside. There are crops that grow tubers, like yam. They grow inside the soil. So the same nutrient, the same method of soil is not what they will use. If you notice, for farmers that are planting yam, they always look for where it's dense, a new area to open, because they know yam require much nutrients. It require much nutrient to produce for you. So that's why rural farmers, if you have worked with the rural farmers, they go and be looking for a new area that has not just opened, and then they will plant there. You understand? Because they know the same way they are feeding their yam. They know if they didn't feed yam very well, yam will not get big. It will be tiny, or it will not even produce. The same way, but you know why they didn't bother about other crops? Because if you plant maize is plenty. You have 1,000 or 10,000 seeds. So big can share, it can't share. If one is not surviving, one will survive. But they know yam, they know the wahala, the stress they do in making the heaps. So for you that you are just coming to the farm, you want to plant, you want to do sack farming, you want to do your planting, it means you need nutrients. So one, your foundation must be top notch. Your foundation in soil. If you are doing sack farming, it's not just any soil you see on the road that you pick. Now, how do you now build the soil? You need manure. Okay, my people are coming. I'm hearing bike already. How do you build the soil? You need manure. So when you have the manure, Oga David, kilo shele. Okay, sorry guys, when you have the manure, oh yeah, wole mungo. When you have the manure, kilo shele. Ẹ ti parí meeting. Sorry guys. Thank you. So anything. Okay, sorry guys. So now when you have the manure, you have you go bottle. Okay, when you have the manure, you need to know one, the quantity you are going to put. If you are planting in the sack, because I purposely do this because of sack farming, people that want to, a lot of people cannot go to the farm. A lot of people are living in the city. We are living in other places, in Kenya, in some other countries. Do you know people do not only do sack farming for their own family. They do sack farming commercially to sell. As in, you see a compound there, a compound where it's fenced, but all in their compound is sack that they are planting crops. So they do sack farming for commercial purposes, not just for the one I will eat alone. They will eat from it definitely, but they do it for commercial purposes. But we believe until we get to the farm or we get to the rural side or get to the village. These are understandings I later got to know. You don't have to be in the farm like I am. You don't have to be moved from your area. But if you are living in a big compound, if you have your own personal house, you can still use your interlocking stones there. So you just put sacks, bags there, container, your old jerry cans, you cut them and use it. But like I said, you build the soil. You need to build the soil. So this is a part of what I will be sharing with people that will join the class for sack farming. It's going to be a 30 days class. During the 30 days, we take different topics on, so that by the end of the class, you'll be able to say, you will go and plant and you will get good results. That's why I make it 30 days in 1 hour class every day, plus questions and answer, plus sending, plus referrals to where to read. Now you need to build the soil. So the building of the soil, now you add your phosphorus or nitrogen or whatever, there's a way you add it. That's what the hydroponics people are doing, that make it look as if they are getting better results. Yes, they are getting better results because they spend a lot on all those nutrients. Why you crop farmer and the other soil farmers using soil and other are not bothered. You just tell them to plow land and then you start planting and you are expecting results. You cannot get results. I'm just telling you, you cannot get results. You just plow and you plant. You can't get results if you don't do the soil. The soil is very important. So in that soil, that's where you notice you take care of the nutrients. You make sure if you give too much. Now, okay, there's somebody that sent me a message on Farmvilla about some few days ago. She said she got manure. She got manure to add to soil or whatever and plant. But by the time she planted the tomatoes were just bringing. The tomato were very leafy. The stem was strong or the leaves were strong, and but they did not bring fruits. I've been there. I've experienced it before. So when you have some situation like that, it means the nitrogen content in the soil is too much. Nitrogen is for building strength and the stem of the plant. So the nitrogen content is too much. So it's used the nitrogen to just build leaf. It will give you green leaves and everything. In my home case, when I did it in a greenhouse. I think some of my students were around there. I did it in a greenhouse. We put plenty manure and every other thing. And at the end of the day, my tomato was just growing big. It was big, and I was expecting big fruit. But at the end of the day, it isn't fruit at all. It is not fruit. It's not even flower. It happens. But if you don't know why, number one, the person that sent me that question did not know. The person that sent me that question did not know how to manage manure. But she's planting. She didn't know how to manage manure and she didn't bother. Later, she asked me, what will she do? I told her, join my class. When you come to class, I will give you the answer. what you need to do and how you need to. It's not what you will do now to correct it. It is when next, so that you don't do the same mistake again. Because there's something about vegetables. I'm going to be candid with you, especially if you are planting in sack or even not only vegetables. If you make the mistake from the foundation, just like if you make the mistake from the foundation, you cannot correct it again. I see a lot of people, they plant crops. When they plant crops, when it's having challenges, people will be recommending, go and buy this, go and buy. They'll be giving them names of chemicals and everything. It won't work. What I just tell people, what my trainer taught me is, if once your tomato vegetable is having issues like that, just keep giving it water and pray that God will perform miracle. You know, I don't believe in so much miracle. So once my vegetables have issues, I know I'm moving on. So the best method of planting these things is prevention. So now on sack farming, one, you need to know how to mix the manure. It's very important. The quantity, is it fresh you are going to use? Is it dry you are going to use? All these things you need to learn them. You need to learn this. You need to learn the quantity. Then bag. You know, we say sack farming or bag farming is in planting in bags. The space, what space do you need? Somebody was asking me some days. See, I have a lot of questions that I don't respond to. Some I will just say no or yeah, because if I keep responding to everybody, I won't be able to do any other thing for myself again. So that's why I put the class together. It's free. If you join any of the class, whatever questions, whatever concerns you have is going to be attended to for the next 30 days. And the videos are going to be there. You can watch and rewatch it and rewatch it again. They are going to be available for you to watch and watch again. Now, I've answered. So somebody sent to me the other time. I was asking if they can use, that bag. I don't know. No, I'm not. I'm a village farmer. There's this sack, that bag that we use for those for bean, that black bag. I don't know what they call it generally. Sorry, don't mind me. I know, but I can't remember right now. Somebody was asking me if they can use it to do mulching. I said no. I could say no. I just told him no because I can't be explaining why, because it's wasting of my own time. Because it's not ready. People just want to pick and one answer here, and then think they can grow crops with that. You cannot. How do I know? Say no. I was using mulching film. Mulching means you protect from. This is a diversion from sack. I'll still get back there. Mulching means you protect your crop from weed, so that weed will not come out. There's something we call plastic mulch or mulching film. If you buy it and you lay it on your farm and you punch it, you now plant inside those holes. You plant inside those holes. When you plant inside those holes, your crop is coming out from there. So any other weed that's supposed to come, the plastic mulch will have suppressed it. You can use natural mulch, as in grasses. When you plant, you now go and be looking for grasses to put. But because we cannot easily have access to grasses, so we go for the mulch. We go for the mulch, for the plastic mulch. So now he's asking me if you can use that black nylon for mulch. I said no. Why did I say no? 2000 and some years back, maybe 4-5 years back, yes, now 6 years back, I thought the plastic mulch was too expensive. I bought some and I saw the advantage. It was very good. Honestly, if you use plastic mulch to plant, okay, in fact, you will enjoy the farming. You will enjoy planting. But the challenges I have with this, one, it's expensive. Two, laying it is very difficult. As in, it's a roll. You have to first roll it down, then you find a way to punch it, and then you build. It's something you can. When you get to the farm, you understand what I'm talking about. Let me not take you that far. So I now went, because I thought it's expensive, it's stressful, and I'm looking for it. But I saw the advantage. I saw the benefits. I saw that if I use this, my crop will perform very well. It will reduce my weeding and everything. So I went to the market and bought nylon, the black nylon. I went to look for black nylon, and I rolled black nylon. The first one they gave me, I said it was not thick enough. They produced another one, and I was using it to replace mulch. You know what? By the time you are even laying the nylon, they're already punching. One. Two, if only the mulching film, plastic mulch doesn't punch. It can be on your farm, it will not decay. It's very strong. It's like elastic, but it's very strong. So when as they are punching it, and as we're laying it, the nylon is cutting. One, I can't remove it again. We manage it, we patch it. When the ones were able to lay very well, the weed were pushing them. You will see the weed as they are growing, they'll be pushing the nylon up, and once they push it, they tear it. And then it happens that eventually my farm was littered with tear nylon. And even up to today, I still pick nylon from my farm. From that, I'm talking of 5-6 years ago. And what it means is that nylon is constituting problem. Plastic mulch will not tear into pieces like the way the nylon tear. Now, the disadvantage I create for myself is that whenever I'm planting, and whenever my boys are tilling the soil, if they put soil on top of that pieces of nylon that are scattered on my farm, and we plant on it, the moment the plant roots get to the top of that nylon, it's not going to go again. It's not going to grow again, and the plant will die. So now, anyway, I see nylon on the farm, I'm always picking. My boys, and you know, I told you they are Burkina boys or whatever, they don't really care much about all those things. So when they are cultivating land, they will heap soil on top of it. But if it's me, I'll pick it. So most times when I now see it, I will go there and pick it and be drawing the nylon. I'll call them, come, oh yeah, Baba, just sit there. Let me drag it out again. You know, that's what we have been doing. So I know I'm always very fast because I just want to share and get that. And so now I'm talking about sack farming. So there are things, if the guy had not asked me, he will use that nylon. He possibly might use that nylon, and he will face the kind of challenge. He will not achieve anything. 1, 2, even me answering him. If I choose not to answer him, I don't owe him. But you see, the point is that people just want quick answer to something, not knowing this is the reason, this is why you should not use this, this is why you should use this is why you should consider this. Now, in the sack farming, you need to do rotation. If you are doing sack farming again, like I said, you need to do rotation. So you need to know which crop will I rotate with my sack. If you plant, you can't continue planting pepper in that same sack. You need to do rotation of it. First, like I said, you need to know the mixture of the manure, how you combine the manure. Then you need to know how you rotate it, and then you need to treat the soil. If you go outside Lagos or wherever, I remember, if you go outside Lagos or anywhere, you can pick in Lagos. Last week, Babeleja was looking for soil. He wrote it that he's looking to buy soil, and I was smiling. We have abundance of it here, but definitely it will cost logistic. Imagine transport and everything. So he's going to pay for it. As in, we have to pay because, you know, even if I said I'm taking it free, you load it, you fix it, and the vehicle will, you know, that's 1. 2, it's not any soil or every soil that you can use to plant. See, I said you will use manure. Even if you are going to use manure, you cannot paint rock, all these stony soil, big soil and stone soils. You cannot use them. Okay, our network has come, and so if you are in Yinka Adeshola, you might be cut off a bit since our network is fluctuating. Let me see if I can get. If you're in Fanvilla, you are watching me. If you're in Yinka Adeshola, yeah. If you're on my timeline, okay, the network is back. Sorry, those are part of the things we battle here. So now, as I was saying, so you need to, what was I saying? You need to understand all these things before you start planting. And then from there, you need to select seed. Okay, which seed do you want to use? Is it open pollinated? Is it hybrid? Is it determinate? Is it non-determinate? Which seed types of seed are you using? And seed doesn't have to be expensive, but you have to know the quality. It has to be viable. The one that is still live, that is not dead already. So you need seed that is not yet dead. For instance, some of us that buy seed from a long distance, if you are buying seed from Kano, Sokoto, or from somewhere that is far from you, by the time you give the drivers, they are sending it to you, maybe they put it on top of the engine, or they put it somewhere, before it gets to you, it's dead. It's not going to germinate. As in, the seed will not germinate. So our logistics, so most times, I prefer when I want to buy something, if you're in my group, I will just say, okay, let's collect money together. We buy it together, and we can even pay extra more to get it delivered in good terms, as in, okay, please let it be padded, okay, do this to it, okay, do that to it. Unlike, okay, I'm buying my own seed and I'm sending somebody to buy, driver will just put it anywhere. They are going to collect money and dump it anyway. If you use commercial vehicles, and that's what we use. If you even use post office, the post office, don't ever even use them. Two incidents I have challenges with the post office. One, I sent a book to a customer that bought one of my books. I was thinking if I post it, it will get there. She didn't get the book until 6 months later. But before then, I've sent another one. The second one is somebody, a colleagues of mine from Kano, working in Kano, read why I wrote on Facebook that I need pepper seed. So he went to the market. He creates the time because I know he's very, very busy. He created the time and went to the market. He went to the market and bought the seed and went to send it through the post office. Express, oh, he paid for express. I did not get that pepper until maybe about 3-4 months later. Even what's 4 months? Almost a year or more than that, because he told me, he gave me the code by which he sent it and everything. I called this Ibadan. I was calling them. They told me they didn't see it. It did not come about until 6 months later. Those peppers were bad already. I plant them, I nurse them, but they didn't germinate. They are bad already because the process, you don't know where they throw it since all these days. You don't know where they dump it. So the best method by which we send things are these commercial drivers. You know, if you go to the park now, they will leave this morning, they will get to their destination this morning. And if you settle them, they immediately settle them very well. They will call the owner. If you exchange numbers, they will ask the person to come and collect at the park. But their own handling system too is very bad when it comes to seeds and everything. I remember the last time they sent seed to me from Lagos. The driver did not even call me. He said he called and whatever. I have to quickly rush to Shaki. And he said he's already traveling. So he dropped it with another driver. And to them, it's of no use to them. They don't know the value. So they messed it up. Luckily for me, I'm not sure. That one did not get back because I already knows it and I think it's already germinating. So I'm just letting you know all these things. So when you are buying your seed, you need to be careful this location where you are buying seed and the way even from where you are buying, it might be good, but before it got to you, it might be bad. So those are the things you need to. And then your watering, you need to understand the watering method. I'm not going to tell you. If you're in the class, we're going to be discussing it. How do you water how do you water? Your sack must not be too waterlogged and it must not be too dry. The same thing on the farm. If you are planting on the farm, if you are using irrigation. See, this morning I've been asking I want to go to farm because I know we are not using. My boys were on break yesterday, so they were all at home. This morning they've gone to farm. I told them they should not go with the generator yet. They should just go. So I want to go and see what's happening. If your farm is too dry, the same thing with your sack farming. If the soil is too dry, it's not good. If the soil is waterlogged, it's not good. So you need to learn all these things. You need to learn, okay, how do I monitor the water? How do I even measure if the water is getting enough or is getting over waterlogged? You need to be able to, there's some measurements, some stick measurements we use to pinch it. Just put them into the soil and then you know, okay, if it gets to this level, I know my water is still fine. Or, oh, this water is not enough. These are the things you need to learn. But people believe I will just plant. And then it's when they have challenges, they start calling. Okay, there's a woman, I'm not sure I've shared her story. I'm sure possibly she might be watching this or possibly she might read this. She did a farm for she said the partner, they have a farm. After she did the farm, she has issue with the farm. I think nothing was really coming up. She paid me for consultation, for 1 hour consultation. 30 minutes, but I sat with her for 1 hour and we were exchanging. She was asking questions and I explained things to her and discussed. Then she went, that was the end then. And then the next thing I saw again, she sent me a message, she was having challenges. I look at it, I did not respond. Because now she went to do another pepper again. And now she's having issues. She's now calling me when she has challenges again. I did not respond to that call. See, my system is such. Definitely if I respond, I'll ask her to pay another consultation fee again. But honestly, I did not respond because I look at it. When you were starting the farm, you did not consult me to say, okay, I want to start another farm. How do I go about it? What do I need to do? How do I get results? Because I think she believed the 30 minutes, the 1 hour chat she has with me is enough to start the farm. Which is fine, which is okay. You know, this is what you guys don't understand. So now that she's having the second challenges, it's none of my business. But if she has carried me that long, okay, I will say, no, prepare your soil like this. Do this. Of course, not free. But because a lot of people feel, why should I pay somebody to teach me how to farm? Why? So she went ahead. So I did not respond. The message is still in my Instagram. I did not even bother to open it. I just saw it where she said, urgently, and she went to do another one. I don't get it all. So if you're in my class, you attend my class, I put you through things and you think you know, or you are good enough, or it's okay for you, you start your own farm. Since I'm not involved, why should I be the one taking care of? Why should I be the one cleaning your shit? I shouldn't be. So you need to learn. Online training is good, but like I said, The 30 days training I'm going to put everyone to, because I intend to be bringing in some video recommendations, some YouTube videos recommendation where you can also watch and learn more apart from me teaching. I'm doing this purposely because a lot of people want to learn. Work will not allow them. They cannot stay with the practical. And even if you stay with the practical, you cannot learn everything. See, this is my 10th year in, this year will make my 10th year in Agoa module, but like my 12 years farm, because I've done some farming some other places before. But I'm still learning. When it comes to even the tomato, the pepper, I'm still learning. I change system every day. I change things every day. I try to change a lot of things every day. Oh, this one, why did it get like this? I should turn it, it shouldn't work this way. Let's try this way now. I do that every time. Yet, I've been on the farm. Okay, so I've talked about soil, then the quantity of water to use, then how often do you change the bags? How long will your plant stay there? And then we are talking of pruning. There's something called pruning. I'm sure most people have never heard of it before. If you are doing sack farming at the back of your house, automatically you need to allow for it to have space, you will need to prune. Pruning means you reduce the leaves on the plants. One, the advantage is one, when you reduce the leaf, it's allow the plant to grow tall so that it will not take wider space. Two, it's allow it to fruit more, because some of those leaves that are newly coming that you trim off, they will have been taking the nutrients, but because you trim them off, they are off. So the concentration of the nutrient from the roots will be on the fruit, will be fruit development. So these are the things you need to know when you want to do not only sack farming, any form of farming at all. Any form of farming at all. That's the question there. Somebody said I did not reply. You did not reply my mail. Please, Farm Villa, it depends on. See, I'm going to be candid there. If the mail is about, if it's a registration for anything, please give me time. You get your link in your message, because somebody's working on my website, on my development. But if it is a mail asking me to please help or please be my mentor, I don't respond to it, because I'm also looking for mentor and I'm also looking for help. So I'm not the right person to consider in that one. Okay, I'm into, despite using I'm into sack farming, but I noticed that my peppers and formations are always infested with disease, so usually uproot them. Fine, you can join my class, participate in the class, then I will tell you the types of diseases. I will tell you how to prevent. See, I mentioned when I started, I said prevention is better in vegetables. They said prevention is better than cure, as in don't even allow it to come at all. Don't allow. So prevention is better than cure. So in my class, most times if I've attended any one of my class, I make emphasis on what you need to do even before you plant. And the same thing I'll be doing though I will create in the class. We are going to be creating in the class with 30 days class for each individual. We're going to be creating space to attend to the disease, the pests, in case they happen. What do you do? How do you save, protect some of your plant? But most times you may not be able to save your plant. So I make more emphasis on prevention than looking for solution. Okay. How to join your class? My class is, if it's the online class, the online class is 32,500. When you belong to any class, if you are in vegetable class, we're going to do the soil preparation and everything with vegetables all together. When we finish that class, then you now choose, okay, you want to go, is tomato I'm interested in. Okay, is pepper I'm interested in. Okay, is cucumber. Okay, is yam. Okay, you go to different, because let me tell you, this is where most of us don't get it off. We just say, I want to learn. And most people will clump it together. I've been doing it before. You say, come and learn vegetables. If I say, come and learn vegetables, there are over 200 vegetables. It means, if you come and I say, come and learn vegetables, it means I'm teaching you generally. I'm not building you to be able to plant one or two of them. So if I want to teach you generally, I will just say vegetables, they use 3 to 4 months, they do this, they do that. I will combine. Meanwhile, each plant has got their specific maintenance for you to. If you notice something, people that are doing hydroponics, they don't combine plenty. You see them, even for somebody that have established fully established, you see them have just 4 crops. I was going through Samsung's timeline for the courses they will do during the entrepreneur youth program. It's just 4 vegetables they are picking. It's not that they will tell you, come, you will do tomato, pepper. No, all have different background. It's like me and you, we are different. 4 children in the same family, they are different. They have different attitude, they have different character. It's like teachers. Let me use it for you. You have a class you are teaching. All your children, all your students have different characteristics. Their assimilation levels are different. Their understanding levels are different. Everything are different. But now people believe if they say, I want to plant vegetables, they class everything. Cabbage, carrot, cucumber, tomato, pepper. Meanwhile, their growing methods are different. Some vegetables, nursery, you need nursery for them. Some vegetables, you need to do special nursery for them. Some vegetables, they don't need nursery. You just plant them directly. Some vegetables, some vegetables, carrot is different. Method of planting carrot is different from cabbage. Cabbage is different from cucumber. Cucumber is different. But so that's why my class, to be candid with you, if you are coming in, like I said, the first week of the class is going to be general. You know why general? Soil is general to everyone. Like soil for vegetables are the same building. We build the soil the same way. But when it's come to planting, when we move from the soil stage, everybody will be in their own regular class. You are not going to be general again. Pepper and go to your class. Cucumber, you are in your cucumber class. Cucumber requires staking. Only few tomatoes require staking. So that's how we're going to, you understand? The same thing with the tubers. The tubers crop, under the tubers crop, you find out you have yam, you have sweet potato, you have so many other things, but they don't grow the same way. Sweet potato can be planted with the leaf, stem. You cannot plant yam with the leaf or stem. You need the set to plant yam. Carrot is tuber, but it's vegetable. You can't plant it the same way you plant carrot with seed. You can't plant yam with seed. But if I combine everything, so this is why my class is, you have to pick one. You are coming to the class, if you register and you fall under the vegetables, you still pick one. But like I told you, it means our preparation class is the same thing. The soil I'm going to, but every other thing is different. So you have to, and then other things that I will be adding to the classes are, for instance, value addition to some classes, export to some classes. Like for people that will be in the tubers class or whatever class, we might be adding like ginger export. People that are being spices and herbs, ginger, turmeric, sobo drink. This common sobo leaf is an export crop. Sobo drink, ginger, turmeric, and other things that those value addition. How do we add value addition to them? Those classes, if you are in that class. So that's why I say it depends on the class you want to be for my class. But for every class is 32,500. You have 30 days lecture, 1 hour class. You can dedicate 1 hour every day to go through your class, and then there will be questions and answer, and then there will be a lot of, and then on Saturday of every end of the week, on Saturday we have a general class where everybody come with their questions. 8 p.m. on Saturday. All classes are recorded. The one for the other classes, you have the link to, you can watch them for as long as you want. The link for Saturday class, if you are absent, we'll record the class and everybody will still have access to the link also. So like I said, these are the things you really need to do. These are the things you need to understand. So all crops are not the same. All tubers are not the same. All vegetables are not the same. Now, the other one, for people that want to plant, there's type of sacks for sack farming. You don't just pick any sack. You don't just pick any sack to use. There are different types of sack that you can use. There's perforation for the sacks. There's perforation to allow water to flow. And then if the perforation is too much, your water run away. Your water wash away the manure you've added to the soil if the perforation is too much. So all these things are what you need to plant in sacks. And like I said, you can plant anywhere. Anyone can learn how to plant from this class. I will soon be rounding off. I've spent some minutes, and if I have some questions, please, if I have some questions basically on the process, if you ask me questions that there's some questions that I will have to send you, go to the class or register for the class for you to participate. Also, you need to know the number of plants that will be in a sack. If you are planting in sack farming, if you have a small sack and you put too much plant, There will be fighting or whatever for food and every other thing, and they will not produce very well. So there are a lot of things you need to put into consideration, and that's why you've noticed that the rural farmers, they keep doing the same thing the same way, and the results are not coming out fine. That's why it seems the hydroponics, people that are doing hydroponics are really getting results, because they spend money to get their result. When I mean spend money, they spend money to treat their soil. They spend money to buy good seed. In my home community here, farmers will not buy good seed. What they will do is they will just extract seed, last year's seed. They will extract it. And even at that extraction, they will not take good care of it. They will not take good care. They will not take proper care of it. And so the seed is still not going to be the yield is still going to be low. So these are little, it seems little things, but I know thousands of people. I know a lot of people that have been spending millions, billions on the farm and are not getting results. A lot of people have been spending, and just basic soil science. I think we did some of it in secondary school. Just basic soil science and soil management will have taken care of it. And that's why I see 99.9% of farmers in Nigeria are not making profits. They are just, they are just emphasizing, they are not making profit. 99.9% of farmers. That's why you see rural farmers there. It's like they are managing from hand to mouth. Then the educated farmers that are joining them will still follow the same path. You keep wondering. I was watching a video today about coconuts. Do you know, if you want your coconut fruit to increase, there's something you will do. I wanted to share the video with people in my cluster, because I have a coconut cluster group, people that are planting. We have a group, and I've been getting good testimonials. I'm really happy about that. And don't know, when the break is gone, I may be sharing some of the testimonials, so you see what we have been doing. So in some of my coconuts, in my coconut group, I want to share the video with them, because normally before, in olden days, when you plant coconut, it takes 9 to 15 years before it grows. As in, it should just be growing and growing and growing, and before it starts fruiting. But nowadays we have coconut that fruit in 3 years. Like I said, one of my colleagues in my coconut group, senior colleagues, because my senior colleagues, I always say, one of my senior colleagues shared his video with me yesterday. His coconut will be 3 years this year, but it's already fruiting. You understand? So it's not yet 3 years, but it's already fruiting. And he said I motivate him to take good care of them. Even he has started before I know him. He has started planting coconut. He has started establishing the coconut. But he said it's when he met me, you need to take more care of these things. And now they are fruiting. Some of them are fruiting. So what I'm trying to tell you, as to share with you, is that, look, there are processes. You might plant something, and they tell you it's 2 years. It might stay 10 years, might not produce anything, because you did not take good care of it. So what I've been doing with a lot of people is, look, guys, this thing is possible. This thing is feasible. On my farm, I don't do 10 acres. I don't do 5 acres. I have 4 boys now. Presently, I think I have 4 boys. Some of them are coming to join. And I don't do big acres. People said, no, I don't waste them. But the yield that come from the small space I use is far, far better than what farmers get in 100 acres that they are cultivating. So I'll wait 10 minutes to get some questions. Like I said, it's just a brief thing. I come online maybe almost every day now, except yes, almost every day when I have the chance. Like I didn't go to the farm today. I will still go, just checking them, but I'm not prepared to stay or work on the farm. So if you have questions, you can drop it. But like I said, my class, I will open the app. See, technology, most of us farmers are late technologies adopters. You know what I mean by late technology adopters? If you ask me before, they want to do anything online, I will say, can I plant online? Will they plant online? But you see, we won't plant online truly, but there are a lot of things that you can use internet to do. I'm learning, and I think when I finish learning, I have a teacher that is teaching me, and I've seen a lot of improvement. Maybe when I finish learning, I will bring other farmers so that my teacher can come in and assist them. It's not coming free, I won't lie to you. Let me tell you what happened. If you are a farmer, and if you are a farmer or you are producing anything, apart from people that are doing sack farming that want to produce just for their family, you really want to sell. You want people to know you. You want people to see what you are selling. But how will people know you? Before, when the population was not much, you can go and be knocking people's door. But do you know, if you go and knock 1,000 people's door, maybe 10 people will attend to you. Some will say, hey, get away, Jory. Leave my door, leave my this. But maybe you knock 1,000 people's door, just 10 people might attend to you. But with the power of internet, you can reach 10,000 people. It means the number, the quantity of people that will attend to you will increase. because you'll be able to increase your visibility. But if you are planting, even if you have the best yam and you are not getting it sold at a good price, you are losing. That's why, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you one secret. If you are here, you are watching, you go to the market and you buy food stuff and it's expensive. But do you know farmers that are planting those expensive food did not get that money? Because they are not known. The farmers are not known. It's the people in the market that they know. It's the people that are marketing, that are making, the people that make themselves, that package, that make themselves know, that get know. The real farmer that plant it, I live among farmers. I live within them. They always tell me I'm not a farmer because, you know, I use internet. But because they don't know how to use internet, our fathers, not even our fathers, a lot of younger guys are in the rural side that are farming. They are really hardworking. But the produce are being bought at a chicken money, at token from them, and then sold expensively outside. And they are still laboring because I was speaking with our youth. I was asking one of the guys yesterday that who is their youth president or whatever, that I need to meet them. I want to see them down to see if there's something we can start doing about that. We know the elderly ones they cannot catch up again. But I want to sit down with the youth and see if there's something I can do with the village, the boys. They are educated, they are students, but what did they get in school, so that we can start some maybe data, internet, not internet. Let me introduce them. And you know the funny thing, all our secondary schools, they have computers. All our secondary schools here have solar. The computer room have solar. It's solar power, so it's 24 hours electricity. Why? We have computers there. So the only thing we will need to buy is data. So I'm thinking of squeezing time to do that, even if it's my own community support system for this year, so that they can just bring them up a bit. Just bring them up a bit for. Amarira later. Ṣé ma lọ party lọ́la àbí? Tó. Ẹ ti lọ dáwó wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń dáwó. Ẹ mọ̀ tó, àwa ń bọ̀ wá jó party ni. Later, ẹ ṣé gan. So, okay guys, so I'm trying to see. Agadi mi dá máa lọ sóko. Ṣá lè lọ sìn ni? Okay, tá bá ti jẹun tán. Má ti parí kí n pè yín. Okay, I will call. Okay, sorry guys, I felt it's I need to, otherwise I won't be able to I won't be able to do all these things. These are my work. So what I'm trying to explain is that I just want to, I want to get to the farm to see the boys. Let me just know what is there, since I've not been there. I didn't go yesterday, and I think I went there on 31st, but I want to just to see. Okay, so what I'm telling you is that I'm trying to see what I can do in the rural side with some of the guys, because look, so some of them, if they learn or if they are able to pick up something, maybe they'll be able to help the parents, or they'll be able to market their parents' business, because they are really trying. So this is the power of internet. If you had met me 5 years ago or some years ago, I would tell you, Kimofef, internet here. What did I want you to do with internet? I believe it's nothing. There's nothing a farmer want to do with it. But now I realize it's very good. Most of you listening to me, seeing my messages, is because I post online. If I've not been posting online, you won't know what is happening. You won't know the challenges. You won't know the successes. You won't even be able to learn from me. But because I choose to start, okay, I need to start posting. And I told you I have my teacher. I have somebody that is pushing me and say, okay, this is what you have to do. It's not free, of course. But I've told him, see, let me learn my own first. Then we can now bring other farmers so that they can also learn, market their own. Say, you see, there's something Yoruba people said. Ojú ọ̀run ó tó ẹyẹ fò láì fara kanra wọn. As in, in Nigeria, there are about 200 million people. So you want to market, I'm marketing my own, you want to market your own. We are not producing the same thing. So everyone can market their own, and you still get your own system. Do you know something? Some people are selling, what you are selling 1 naira, some people are selling it 10 naira, and they still have their own market. So it depends on your packaging, your marketing, what you understand. So these are the things I would like some other farmers to learn. But it's a gradual thing, it's just coming. But like I said, my class will be coming. Like I said, my class is split. I have a lot of work. In the next 1 month, I have a lot of work, because I want it to be worth it. And it's going to be worth it if you have been attending my classes. So that and I'm imploring you, or how do they say the English? They speak it. So that you take good advantage of the class. So that when you attend class, send your questions. But if you attend the class and you should comment, put your question. Even if you don't want to comment at this time you are attending the class, no problem. At your convenience, type the question and send them back. I will work on them and add them to the next day or the next 2 days lecture, so that you maximize the benefits of the class. As you are sending your questions, I believe some other people too will be sending their own questions and jotting there, so that we use it to maximize, so that within that 1 month class, you know, oh, you can do this yourself, and you can even go and practice. But please, like I said, don't practice on 1 acre. Practice with 1 plot. Practice with sack farming. Practice with, practice. Because so that when you practice with 1 acre, with 1 plot, or you practice with sack farming, at the end of the day, you can now increase the knowledge you've acquired, plus the experience you've acquired in that small space. You can now expand, and even the expansion, don't just go to 10. Do you know I was telling somebody, I wrote something on my timeline, everybody was saying thank you. Bell pepper is that sweet pepper that used to be sweet. If you plant bell pepper, 1 kg of bell pepper is about 1,500 naira. On an acre, you get 10,000 tons minimum if you do it very well. Sometimes you get 0 tons. Now, as in, you get nothing. You get nothing. Yes, you get nothing if you don't do it very well, or if you are not too good at it. But now, imagine you get 10 tons and they are selling at 1,000 per kg. It's 16 per kg, and they're selling at 1,000 per kg. That's how many millions? I don't want to calculate it. But you see, that's why I will now tell you, don't go and do 1 acre. Don't do that 1 acre. Instead, do half plot and do it very well. Put every instruction, take good care of it, and get good results. Then you will have more money to do 2 plots or 3 plots. Then you will still have more money. You build. It's not 1 year. It's not 1 month. It might take you years to build to get to that stage. But when you now go and borrow money from the bank, you get this from this, you get that from that, and you now commit to a whole 1 acre because you want to make 10 million from 1 acre. At the end of the day, you meet 0 naira. You make 0 naira. So these are things that have been happening. So guys, like I keep saying, I'm going off. So I have 2 minutes. If you have question, please drop it, because I can continue this for the next 4 hours, but no, I won't continue. We are in festive period. I love dancing so much, so I join a group, and every year they organize a party. One of the group members will come and sing for us, and everybody will go there to dance, and it's once in every year. So that's what, and it's the guys that contribute money. We females just go there to dance and party with them. So they are already making arrangement for that. So if you have questions, sorry, it's me, I don't really go out, but I do that so if you have questions, please drop it, and so that I'll attend to it. But if you don't have question, my class, like I said, is okay, let me put it this way. There's something called Google Classroom. I'm still explaining to you again. There's something called Google Classroom, and I realized, okay, in Google Classroom, you can have different classes. You can have 100 classes. It depends on that. You can have many classes. So it means everybody that you just send only the link to a class to somebody. If you're in my tomato class, I send the link to you. Already my classes are there, so you follow it day by day. If you're in my yam class, I send the link to the class to you, and you read today's zone, and after today's zone, you respond back to me. That's the power of technology. And like I told you, definitely we are not planting online, but we are learning online. So I'm going to take my time. I don't mind if adding extra days to the 30 days after, because I'm going to, I know I have this fear when I first want to start using internet. The fear is, what if I don't know this thing? Or up to now, I'm still struggling with, sometimes we have this, the technology is like kind of, how do I do this? How do I pass through this? How do I press this? That kind of fear. Even up to now, I know people that still don't know how to use email. And I'm not blaming, because it took me time until I finished university. I didn't know how to use I don't even have an email until I finished university. So my set of people, my kind of, like our set of people, or people that are presently here, most of us are not used to this technology that the children are used to from primary school, or even from birth now. So I'm going to do another class where I'm going to show everybody how to use the Google Classroom. I think I will do that before the class comes, so that I will share it online. So how to use the Google Classroom, as in when you pay for the class and I send you the link, how you get back to the class, how you send your assignments, how you send your question, and so, because that's what we'll be using. It's make it easier for me. I can have all the classes. People can just go to their classes and be attending to their lectures at their own convenience. While I've already sent the classes as it's going to be pre-recorded, to be candid. So that you now bring questions back. I will integrate the new questions you are bringing into the new class so that everybody can learn from it. And then if there's grading, but we are not going to grade for this one. Let's just go for the classes first now. Let people learn. Let's see production. Let me see testimonies. Oh, I did this, I learned this, and that's how I think the class will go. The class is 32,500, and you can use the link. I'll send the link. I think I'll start posting the link online. You can use the link to register, or you can pay directly to the bank. It's 32,500. I think people have started paying. Yes, people have started paying. People have started registering for the class. Somebody paid and said you want other crops, because I put class A, B, C, D, and there's a class where I put other crops. I have my reason for putting other crops. There are some people that want some other crops that I maybe I've not even bothered about. If it's something I've done before, I'm going to put them into that class, or close them to, or put them together, or get some other people that are good in it to record the lectures for me and everything. That's why I put other crops. And so someone paid and said you want other crops. You can pay for any crops, but no, it's crops. Is when maybe after, let's see how this one go. I'm not going to livestock for now. No, I'm not too good at that for now. I'm still learning. Yes, I'm learning a lot of livestock because I'm doing some guinea fowl process guinea fowl in my house now. I'm breeding some things, but it's not going to be a open something for now until when I'm perfect with it. I can now open it up for teaching, for participation, or for anything. I've learned my lesson in the first one I did, so I won't do that again. I won't make that mistake again. Okay, if there's no question, I will go through. If there's any question, let me see. I appreciate you coming, Adiola Bashiru. You're welcome. Oster, I've answered your question, I think, yes. And then Ifeanyi, you are here. And then okay, I've answered you. Madam Adejoke, you are welcome, ma. Compliment of the season, you are welcome, ma. Ola Tubos Tajudin, you are welcome. And Mr. Nurudi, okay, the class has opened. Okay, Mr. you are welcome. You came through, Mr. Nurudi. Don't see, the advantage with this is recorded, so you can, even if you miss any part of this class, you can go over. Amada, Auntie Rhoda, longest time, you are welcome. Ivy, you are welcome. Longest time. It's good. It's nice having you in my class. Ivy, I meet Motowanko and Hagbe. These are our Ivy. Me that I'm not a farmer, teaching the farmers now. I'm not a farmer now. Okay, Auntie Rhoda is from my place. She's my sister, and they were even the one that grew up on the farm. Me, I didn't grow up too much on the farm, and now I'm a farmer. I don't know, maybe there's a reason for that. So Auntie Rhoda, you are welcome. Longest time. So guys, I will be going off. I've spent 1 hour. It's funny how the time moves. So if there's no question, I'm slowing down. Okay, I'm seeing questions. Sorry, I'm seeing question on Farm Villa. Guys, I'm using 2 channels. I'm using my name, Yinka Adeshola, and I'm using Farm Villa. Now I'm seeing my Farm Villa people. It's like I don't always attend to their questions, so I'm going to attend to Farm Villa. People that are joining us on Farm Villa timeline, they have questions there. Ma, I really want to learn from you. If you want to learn from me, ma, just register for any of the courses, tomato, pepper, anything you want to learn. Just register for one of the courses and be in one of the class you are going to learn. How do I get to you for training? That's another question from someone. Now, the training is this. There are plenty of trainings with me. Now, we have a practical on-farm training. Practical on-farm training are people that come. They traveled and come to my place here, to our farm. We have hostel. We have hostels where people stay. We've been doing practical on-farm training since 2015. We've trained so many people. I think I've trained over 300 people. Yes, I've done that. So now, if you want practical training, it means you travel from your location to the farm. Class for practical training is resuming 30th of January, ending of January. When you come to the class, we give you an hostel. You pay before you come. We give you an hostel. Then every morning, we go to the farm together. I have boys that are working. We go to the farm together. We do a lot of practical. Here, for the practical, you're going to see all types of vegetables. Presently, I told you we're doing irrigation. You see the irrigation, how to set up irrigation, how to, a lot of things to learn in the practical class. I won't lie to you about that. That's the practical. And the practical cost is 200,000. Now, the 200,000. Some people might say, okay, I will use 1 month. Fine. You will use 2 months. Fine. You will use 3 months. Yes. Now, for people that stay 3 months on the farm, we get them job. if they perform very well after the class. Like as I'm speaking with you, I have a lot of farm managers vacancy. People are working, they want to establish their own farm, they need somebody that has knowledge to help them. That 3 months is not a guarantee. You are not yet an expert. You don't, even me 10 years I'm not an expert. But what we do is that during that when you come here for 3 months, we put you through a lot of practical class. After the class, if you performed well, we allow you to go to somebody's farm on on probation. You start earning salary, but you are still on probation. You're on probation. Now it means while you are there, you'll be reporting to me. There's an app for it. Daily you report back what is happening on your farm wherever you are. You have to report back. We have to monitor it because you are still under, it's not even you are still under probation. You keep reporting so that we don't go and get somebody's farm spoiled. And then for me to send somebody to somebody's farm, every farm owner that is asking me for farm manager, if they don't attend any of our, if you want farm manager from us, if you don't attend any of our any of the online class, I'm not going to send farm manager to you. Because you as a farm owner needs to have an understanding of what they want to do, of what your farm manager is expected to do. So you're not going to give your farm to me to do. No. So as farm owner, I'm going to do a video on that. Let me just leave it. But I hope I've answered your question. So that's the practical class. Can one stagger the 3 months? No. 3 full months. You can travel on weekend. You can travel for a week and go. Now we can't ask you to stay permanently. But for you to really get job after the class, is a full dedicated class. Full dedication. When I mean dedication, we are not feeding you. The 200,000 is for training. We are not feeding you. We give you accommodation. Then when you are coming, you come with your boots. You come with anything that will make you comfortable. We have a kitchen. There's a cylinder in the kitchen. There's cooking pots. There's anything you want to use to cook. But we are not feeding. We are not providing food for you. You can buy food from the village to cook, or you can go to restaurant. We don't have restaurant. We have buka, or it's a local place, and food is quite cheap. As in, cool food is affordable in my locality, honestly. So you can do that, but there's no feeding there. But you cannot if you miss any of the training, if you want to start again, you start all over again. See, if you cannot survive 3 months on a farm practically, how can you survive on somebody's farm for 1 year, 2 years? You cannot manage anybody's farm now. See, I left Lagos. I left this city to come and stay permanently in the village. I live in the village. I live and bred in the village. I'm not asking you to come. So if you are going to work on somebody's farm, it means you are leaving your comfort, your city life, to go and work there. So, and if you cannot survive our 3 months here, and you have to, maybe you spend 2 weeks, you go for 2 weeks and come back 2 weeks. Oh God, no, you can't. I'm not going to get you a job. There's a job. Minimum salary for farm manager presently is 100,000. Minimum salary. Some people paid 150, and we get 150, we get 200,000. But minimum, there's no farm owner that will pay less than 100,000 for farm manager. But you have to. I told you, practical 3 months. Stressful. Let me just tell you, it's stressful. You should be able to do more than what me, a female, can do on the farm. I have farm workers on the farm, so it's not that you are the one digging or do anything, but you should do more than me. You should perform more than me on the farm, and I know a lot of what I do on the farm. Okay, so I hope I answered that question. There's still a question on Farm Villa. I said I'll spend 1 hour. It's over one. Okay, I've answered this one. How do I get to you for practical? I have an email, farmvillaresource@gmail.com or adesholayinka@gmail.com, or send me message inbox on Farm Villa. Just send message. I will attend to the message inbox. I'll send you contact how to get me. Okay, location is Oyo State. Oyo State, we are in Shaki area of Oyo State. Oyo State, our location is when you get to Ibadan, because when you say Oyo State, people believe it's Ibadan. It's not Ibadan. Our place to Ibadan is 3 hours. 3 hours, if not 3 hours journey. If you are traveling, 3 hours journey to Ibadan. So we are in Oyo State. It's called Agoamodu. Agoamodu is a village, a typical village outside Shaki. It's not even Shaki. It's a village close to Shaki. So most times people believe it's when you get to Shaki, you get to our place. So is a typical village. So just believe you are going to camp. And likewise, see, Agoamodu, our home farms area is even good. It's even one of the finest when you go to another farm area where you are going to work. We can't tell you this is where you work now until when you finish you perform. Once you perform, believe me, trust me, you are getting it. As I'm speaking with you, people, I have a lot of requests, and I will just tell them, I don't have anybody. So if you are ready to do that, we are resuming January 30th, January 30. I intentionally shift it because I said if we don't have much, there's the job, but there's no people to do the farm work. If we don't have much, I'll cancel the training itself because I won't allow 2 people or 3 people to make me stay on the farm, to make me not be able. I do a lot of things. I have a store in Lagos, so I go to Lagos. We go to Lagos to check it again. Okay, I think I answered all the questions on Farmvilla, so we can move on. If you mix the video, you can. How do you get to me? Yes, just send me a message. I will respond with WhatsApp or any number so you can get me. So do I have any question on Yinka Adeshola? No. So please, if there's no question, we'll close for this afternoon. If you drop any question, I may attend to it tomorrow or whatever. Thank you for joining once again. Thank you for joining the Farmers Group. So tomorrow is another day, and Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Gbogbo ẹ papọ̀.